everyone, and welcome back to the channel. You're looking at seeds. It looks like I'm planting some seeds for Jean's garden, I guess. So this I already started. It's Black Beauty and Rosa Blanca eggplants. That's kale that I just transplanted over. And then this one right here, this 6 cell, I did Cubanella sweet peppers, and I did the red Marconi peppers. And now, this is tough because I have other peppers I still want to do. For an example, some of my favorites. This big red sweet pepper from M.I. Gardener. If you know, I love his seeds. So I have a double pack of that one. King of the North. This was pretty phenomenal last year, so I thought I would try that one again. And this is like one of my favorite peppers. Keystone Resistant Giant Pepper. Again, M.I. Gardener. So I think I'm going to do those still. And then Jean said something hot, not too hot. So I like this. I just talked about this on my live. The Ancho Grande pepper. I want to plant some giant Marconi. And let me see. I think these are all tomato plants that I have to go through. Something with a little less acid, she said. So, if you know, you know. This is one of my favorite tomatoes. Dr. Wynn cheese. That comes in number 2 for me. And my number 1 tomato of all times is the Kellogg's Breakfast. It's humongous and less acid. Great tomato right there. From M.I. Gardener, of course. So these 2 are definite. And then I have the Hostinator tomato. So I figured I would go for that one. And then I'm not sure. Maybe either the big rainbow tomato or the, I think it said Tiffin Mennonite tomato. I think the big red rainbow is pretty good. Let me see. The 1800s. I'm going to see if this was very prolific. The skin is a bit tough. Okay, let's see this one. 1 pound to 2 pounds. I've always planted this one, so I figured if I do 2 yellow and 2 red, she's kind of saying that she doesn't want a cherry tomato, so yeah, this might be what I'm planning. I forgot I had the beefsteak tomato, California Wonder Bell Sweet, and that's just an extra pack. I don't know how many's left in there. So, I have this tray that I Dapper Dude up with some of her potting soil that was in a bag outside. So, yeah, I'm working on this tray. So for like a week, it didn't have a bottom to be able to hold the water. And where is this going? Well, my friends, it's going up there. The other tray, I think I started some spinach. And the kale I transplanted. So worst case scenario, maybe I could do another tray like this to be able to fit all the peppers and the tomatoes. So this is scary because this is all I have left of my Jimmy Nardello from Mr. Garden State Gardener is 3 peppers, Mr. Joe. So 2 peppers are in this one. And then I guess maybe I can maybe do the rest of my sweet in this one. You're not on my tripod. I'm using tape to put on the bottom so that I know what it is. A little hard to write on, but that's what's going on here. So let me grab my tripod. So obviously, I'm going to be late in planting peppers, obviously, but it's better to do them than not do them. She did say if it works out, great. If not, then I guess she'll buy them, but my dilemma here is trying to get the rest of the peppers because it just rained again, or I would go out and do another tray. So I would have to make a tag for this one because there's 3. So I'm thinking right here I could do 1, 2, 3 of the Jimmy Nardella. And then, let's see, I'm trying to plan this all out. I figured I'd bring you along. And then maybe 2 squares for the Ancho Grande pepper. Let's see. And then we have King of the North. So you figure if I use 1, put 3. This one I could probably put 3, and I would just have to up-pot it. And then that leaves me these to have to pick from. So let's see. Definitely the Keystone Resistant Giant Pepper for sure. And then I would have to say the Giant Marconi, the Big Red Sweet, Big Red Sweet, and maybe a California Wonder Bell. So that's the game plan, is to try to make the peppers and all fit in here. So this obviously has quite a few, let me back up, quite a few of the Cubanellas. They're in 3, 2 each, and then the red Marconis, that's in that one. Because I need to leave room for tomatoes. So, even though I know she doesn't want really any cherry tomatoes, I think this might be one I did last year in a pot. And it was pretty phenomenal, I think. I thought maybe I'd slip some of these in. This is Brad's Atomic Grape Tomato. I'm pretty sure this was the one that I was just eating it right off the plant. So that leaves me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tomatoes to have to plant over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's possible that might work right there, because I think I have 5 different tomato plants that I want to plant. So beefsteak, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 6 slots, 2 or 3 seeds each I could put in there, and I'd be able to use one of these slots for tomatoes. So basically, that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to figure out, because I only have like a tiny bit of room, and I'm trying to use the Aero Garden for the extra light. Like for an example, let me show you this. This is the eggplant. You see how this one's starting to get long? I'm waiting for them all to come up. There's a little one right there starting to come up. What I'm going to end up doing is I might not up-pot. So I might just get it out with the root, put 1 and 1 right there. And that should probably be okay. So, or if nothing comes up in here, I would take the ones that do come up, like 1, 2, 3 of, say, Rosa Blanca, 1, 2, 3 of Black Beauty eggplants. So that's kind of my game plan. The kale right there probably should have been in something else when I transplanted it today, but I wasn't really thinking. And there's just 1 kale in each. This is literally a baby that just came up that I transplanted. This is the kale. That's in on the dining room table. I can't tell you the name of that one. It might be Locianato kale. Okay. So, yeah, that's what's going on over here. I was trying to find my seeds, what I had and what I didn't have. And I have to do lettuce types of things for her. That's kind of what she's requesting. So there's a little bit more peppers than there is tomatoes. So it could be 6 if I do this Brad's Atomic Grape. So I think over there I'm going to try to plant the tomatoes. So let me move this. I have a pizza in the oven, so I guess before I continue to go on with this, because I really want to do the other tray. That also wasn't in a bottom for bottom watering, and they're just like round cups. That was like a huge mistake. I should have done it just like this. 2 trays with my Aero Garden being the light, and if it gets leggy, if it gets leggy, like I said, I'll just pull it out and bury it down deep. So that was kind of going to be the game plan. Is that time for me to go check my pizza. Hold on, friends. Okay, so I have my Alexa with the timer. I did another Sicilian pizza today because the last time I did a Sicilian pizza, if you saw that video on my Sicilian pizza, it turned out amazing, but Thomas pretty much ate it all. So I was smart this time. I did half like fajita chicken, feta cheese, cheddar cheese for him. And the other side, I made sure I put spinach and mushrooms on it so that he wouldn't touch it. So let's go check the pizza. I just set a timer for 6 more minutes. I'll show you what I'm doing today. I've already cleaned and did multiple things. I had the flowers out today. But as you can see, it started raining yet again. And this time on the crust, I did butter and garlic. But that's what it's looking like right there. So this half is like Mexican style. Had some leftover chicken that I seasoned like fajita seasoning. And I did sauce and the chicken, feta cheese, and the cheddar cheese. And this one is the one with the mushrooms, the spinach, and sausage. So I split that bad boy right in half. Because if I wouldn't have done it like that, he sincerely would eat the whole pizza. But anyway, so let me see. Yep, by the time that timer goes off, this will be done. So I'm just going to turn that off so I don't get distracted and forget that the pizza is in the oven. And I have to clean up the dining room from my live because I have seeds everywhere and people want seeds. I'm giving seeds away. I'll get them together this week, but I have to organize all the seeds. I swear I think I had 7 and there's only 6 of these containers here, so bummer. So I have to clean that up. But I want to get the peppers going because if you know, I normally have my peppers already planted in February if my circumstances were different, but she just keeps talking about gardening and stuff. So, you know, I said, what do you want? And she was just, you know, so here we are. I'm trying to plant some seeds. So I think I'm going to spin this around and I'm going to use this one and that one right there for tomatoes. And maybe this will be enough for peppers. I don't know. Let's just plant some seeds. How about that? But, sorry, friends. I just kind of got on rambling. Hi, welcome to Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It. I am late planting seeds, but I'm planting seeds for someone else because I'm staying in their house. So, I tried using these, like the stickies and taking off the top part. It just wasn't working out. So I'm going to spin this bad boy around. I'm trying not to make a huge mess. It's been a very busy day around here for me today. I wish I would have known it was going to rain again because I would have done another tray full of her potting soil because, hey, guess what? Use what you got. It's better than not being able to plant. Now, the only thing is sometimes you get these sticks and then you just have to pick them out. You don't want to block the seed from being able to come up. Okay, so let me see if I can remember where I was at. Let me grab my pen. And, oh, look at this tape job. This tape, I don't know what kind of tape it is, but she told me to use it, and it really doesn't want to cut good. So I have to write kale on this sticker. And this one is going to be peppers. All right, so these two are done. Cubanella Sweet and the Red Marconi are done. So I'm going to move them off to the side. I just wanted to turn on the camera and show you that I'm actually planting in a little small area. If I can do it, anyone can do it. And I'm not using my grow light. I'm just going to hope that my Aero Garden light can maybe help the plants to grow. I do have a heat mat out, so the peppers will go in a heat mat. I have two here, shocking, but I only have one that's plugged in. So I have to make sure. And the eggplant came up pretty good. So let's hope for the best when it comes to the peppers. Just thought I would bring you along. So here we go. We have 3 Jimmy Nordellas, right? Do I have any other ones of those? I'm trying to make sure. Okay, these giant Marconis, they're an absolute must. All right, let's just go for it. So these are the peppers that are left. I'm going to start off with these two because this one only has 3 in it. And let me roll up my little jacket. And if I see a stick, I'm just picking it out, putting it in my trash can. Right there. I am going to have to go out and take the pizza out. I don't want it to get too overdone. So let's see. Jimmy Nardella has 3 seeds left. So, oh my goodness, folks. Alexa, stop. Okay, so I'm going to put the last 3 seeds that I have from Mr. Garden State Gardener of the Jimmy Nordellas. I'm going to plant these 3 right in here. So I'm going to try my best to label this. Let's just hope for the best. Because I don't have any tags or anything here. So yeah. I guess we might as well get started. But I'm going to take my pizza out first. Okay. Took the pizza. No, you have to go over there. My dog wants to get by. And I'm in her way, technically. Just took my pizza out. And yeah. Okay. Let me take a sip of my drink. All right. Let's do the Jimmy Nardella. Right here. Figured you wouldn't mind me bringing you along to plant some seeds. When it comes to pepper seeds, don't plant them too deep because then by the time they come up out of the soil, they usually won't come out of the soil if you plant them too deep. So there's only 3 left in this little baggie. I'm trying to get it to go into my hand because I don't want to lose the last 3. These are the baggies that I have, but to send people seeds out. Okay. I can't find them. So there's 3. And I am just going to put all 3 of these right in here. And I feel something. I want to push this one back. Hopefully you can see without my big dome in the way. And then I'm just going to push it down a little bit. Careful because it'll stick to your finger. And then I will just take some soil from one that's kind of full. And I will just cover these little bad boys up. Just like so. Nothing real fancy smancy. Okay. So I remember this one here is Jimmy Nardella. which if you know, you know. And the soil has already been wet. Look at my nails. Gross, but a little soap and water. Be fine. Okay. And now, let's see what I'm going to go in with next. Let's do some Keystone Resistance. And I'm going to go with 3 again. You can use a chopstick, you can use your finger. I usually do like 2 seeds per hole, you know, in case it doesn't germinate. So what I might do is just do 3 across. Because if you know, peppers, that one went down pretty far. Peppers can be and like to be planted close together. They do much better. You can go back and take a look at my videos and see my pepper plants. Okay. That would give me 6 of this Keystone Resistance because it really does really good. The bugs and stuff don't get to it. So there it is right there. And I'm just going to give a little zhoosh. I want to make sure I'm using my fingers because if I feel something hard, I got to get it out of there. Okay. And now I will just take some soil and pull out any twigs. That's the pitfall when you're using like a potting soil, not a seedling soil. It happens. This one needs a little bit more soil. And now that it's wet, it is showing up the little sticks. So I'm just giving it a pat down. One went down pretty far, but it should be okay. A little extra soil on that end. Okay. And that's the Keystone Resistance. I'm just going to keep the packet right there. And then Giant Marconi. Oh, I hope I make it. Let's see. Grande, King of the North, California. And that would leave me no room for Big Red Sweet. Let's see. Jimmy Nardella, Keystone Resistance. Okay, I'm going to have to figure it out. Okay. Big Red Sweet. If you hear anything, that's just my dog getting a drink. Okay. I think I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm just going to do 6 seeds total per square. 3, 4, 5, 6, exactly. Okay. So we are on to, oh wait, this is the Big Red Sweet. Hold on. Let me put these 6 back. I'm not on to that yet. And let's go with the Giant Marconi. Come on, come out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is going to be right here. You see how I'm doing it. I'm just doing it in a somewhat of a straight line. If I have to up pot, I will up pot. But I'm hoping to avoid that. But I haven't figured that out yet, how I'm going to be able to avoid it. Okay, so let me see real quick. There. Okay, I was trying to check on something. I should probably move you over here. Sorry. Not trying to make you dizzy. I should have brought in an extra cup of soil to just sprinkle over the top. But I did fill it a little extra high, so on some of these, when I take from the other one and I find sticks, just take it out. I mean, I could run out there. The bag's right on the patio. It's not raining that bad. But if I see something that's high, like on the actual container, I'll just go over it a little bit. Okay, so this is totally different for me this year. I'm late planting peppers, but we shall see how it goes. So this one is Keystone Resistance. This one's Giant Marconi. Okay. If I can keep going that way, hopefully I won't forget what I planted. Okay. What's next? These are... Okay, let's see. There is Ancho Grande. I thought I already did that. Did I? Oh, my friends, I forget. I'm trying to think if I planted in this one already. See? Already having a problem. So we have King of the North. Pepper. And then a California Wonder Bell or a Big Red Sweet. I think since I'm doing the Keystone Resistance Giant, which would be green and red, maybe I'll just do a red and the King of the North. Okay, let me see. My California Wonder Bell did super duper great last year. But I don't think I'm going to need that this year, the California Wonder Bell, because the Keystone Resistant Giant gives you a really big green bell pepper. She did mention yellow and orange, but do I have it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. It's just a room thing. Just trying to make room. So let's go in with the King of the North. I kind of have to do it this way. Use the whole square. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have 6. King of the North. And I'm just gonna do the same thing. I hope y'all don't mind that I'm bringing you along to finally plant. That might have went down a little bit far. To finally plant some seeds. Do I think she's gonna want me to garden in her garden? I think so, but I can't say I'm 100% sure about that. But that's okay. She's been nice to me, so if I start her some seeds, no big deal. Okay. King of the North. And now I'm just gonna she is currently not here. She's at work. Thomas went to the gym. And he will eat pizza, I guess, when he gets done. I'm just going to give it a tap down. And that should be good as far as covering them up. I don't know the name of the potting soil offhand. If somebody's going to ask me that question, I probably can't answer it. So, I think it was like a blue bag she had on the deck. So, she worked from home today from the college, but she has her other job. So, I got some, oops, now I just got dirt flying all over. I'm just adding a little bit more to that one. Okay. Now, because I don't want my video to run forever, so I guess we'll just plant the peppers together. And then I'll bring you back to do my favorite tomatoes. So, King of the North. What do I have left? I have the Ancho Grande. If I'm not mistaken, I didn't plant that. So let's see, we planted Keystone Resistant Giant, Jimmy Nardella, Giant Marconi, King of the North, and now these two should be empty. So what do we want to go with? Big Red Sweet. And then I guess I'll put some anchos in there. She just said do one plant of hot. That's all she said. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that will be this one right here. Okay, let's go in with Big Red Sweet. So I guess I will do this video of planting some pepper seeds. And then I'll do a separate video with planting my favorite tomatoes. I gave that just a little push down. And let's see if there's another one that's a little bit high. My one little dog snores like a grown man. It's funny. Well, it's not funny when I'm trying to sleep because I don't like snores. So, that is that one. And then, last but not least, I guess I'll do some ancho right there. Because the only thing I had left was California Wonder Bell, but we're doing the Keystone Resistant Giant. Big Red Sweet, we got that. So that's done. Let me move that to the done pile. And I also did Cubanella Sweet and Red Marconi. So let's not forget that. So yeah, let's go in with these Ancho Grande. Right there. I'm just going to do, I don't know, maybe 6. And that will be that one. And then I will have to label it. Three across. Let me slide my package down some. And then 3 right here. Okay, let's see where I can take from. I'm just going to push these down a little bit more and just cover them up. I will go out there and get a little bit more soil and I will top that off and recover it. So that's my video, because like I said, I don't want this to run long. Thank you for joining me. It's my filthy hands now. I have to go scrub them. Of planting the peppers for this season. And then I will bring you back to do the tomatoes, my top favorite tomatoes. We could do it that way so the video doesn't run too long. So just got done the Ancho Grande. We did the Big Red Sweet and the King of the North. We did Giant Marconi, Keystone Resistant Giant Pepper, and Jimmy Nardella. And then somewhere I planted Cubanella Sweet and a red Marconi pepper. So thank you for joining me. Yes, I'm planting some seeds. So stay tuned for my favorite tomatoes, which is kind of already found out. Or just, I will bring you back when I am ready to plant the tomatoes. But love you all. If I can do this in a little teeny tiny area, y'all can do it too, or go for an arrow garden. Love you all. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, my friends.